Rule of law. The Israeli Supreme Court has banned the kind of rough interrogation techniques that are now being employed by the United States in Guantanamo. Israel is the only country in modern history that has never deliberately and explicitly retaliated against those who attack its civilian targets. For example, during the Six-Day War and the 1973 war and the 1948 war, its own residential areas were bombed by Egypt, by Syria, by Jordan. 1,600 shells lobbed into West Jerusalem. Israel never bombed Amman or Damascus or Cairo. They have, of course, bombed areas of Beirut and in the process have killed innocent civilians. But there's an enormous difference between doing, for example, what the United States and England did in the Second World War, bombing Dresden or Hiroshima and Nagasaki. That is deliberately targeting civilians and going after the way the United States did in Iraq, of which I am very critical, but nonetheless what the United States did, going after military targets knowing that they're going to kill civilians in the process. And so myself, I oppose the settlements. I've always opposed the settlements. Since 1967, I've opposed the occupation. I think Israel made, in my view, a terrible mistake in 67. What it should have done is it should have made border adjustments pursuant to UN Resolution 242, which I actually consulted with Justice Goldberg. He was the ambassador to the UN and was involved in the process of that 242 resolution, which presupposed some territorial adjustments. The problem is Israel should never have occupied people. Land is different from people. And today, I think, unilaterally, what it ought to do eventually, if it can't find a peace partner, is to make some unilateral changes, small ones, end the settlements. In fact, my peace proposal is that Israel ought to have a schedule for ending settlements. That is a schedule for saying on so-and-so day the settlement ends.